Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube. Welcome to Jibber Jabber. I forgot to do the black screen fade in, but fuck it. We already tried doing this once and we fucked it up because my microphone wasn't working. Let's not start over all over again. So,
Yeet.
with me today, we have a relatively sizable assortment of people. We have, going from top to bottom, we have a crow flying in the background and staring at all of us intently.
Hello, people.
Nice. We have Darkness.
Pleasure to be here as always.
We have, if I can find her in the list of things here. There she is. Luminous Starlight.
Rubber baby Bucky bumpers.
Yes. We have Paladin standing in the background, staring into your soul.
And working on a cutie mark.
Oh, good for you. And last but not least, also in the British corner, we have Tom117Z.
Flutter code confirmed.
I can talk to animals. I want to marry Discord. We'll certainly be talking about that later. Oh, excuse me. I just got to eating a bowl of popcorn.
Excusez-moi.
It's bouncing a bit. So, how's everyone's last couple weeks been? We didn't do an episode last week.
Yeah, been busy. So
Honestly, yesterday I actually started what I just said. Just need to figure out how to get it transparent on my OC, so...
My mind going crazy, wanting to tell the rest of the Crimson arc.
I'll get it posted here in a moment. Oh, this is the wrong server.
You tried, my friend, you tried.
So did you, and you failed when trying to get into my server.
Yep,
That's
here
okay.
it comes.
You know,
Go on.
what, hold on. We're going to improv for a second before we go into our pre-planned topic.
Yes.
Because Tom and I just want to vent about this for a second.
Please tell my epic fail.
You see,
Oh,
so you see, usually on these days we play Final Fantasy D6, right? And normally we would have done that just before Jibber Jabber. The thing is, Hades, one of our players, is not present this week. He's over somewhere else with his grandmother and apparently is feeling ill because he just had way too many briskets.
Oh.
Alright, so I'll post on Facebook. Anyway. So, Hades is not here. So instead, we decided to sit down for a few hours and play some Minecraft. And Darkness has a character on the server, and he kept trying to get in. And first he misheard Tom when he said 113 and put in 130 for part of the IP address. And then when Tom corrected him, he got rid of the first one, so it was just 13. Then he corrected that, and then sat waiting, claiming he was on a loading screen. And so finally I was like, just send me a picture. And he did. And he was on the server select menu. Not on a loading screen. He hadn't even attempted to enter the server yet. So finally, after almost an hour of just waiting for him to figure out how the hell buttons work, he finally gets into the server. It's like... And because I have a journal that I'm sort of keeping in game, what it essentially amounted to is Darkness died a few months ago in game, and now he came back, and it took much longer than it should have because he was wasting so much time trying to figure out how the hell to push this button that the Grim Reaper put in front of him and said, "Push this button to come back to life." Okay, but what does the button do? It brings you back to life. But you're death. That's not what you do.
Yes,
It brings you back to life. Should I push this button? Yes, it brings you back to life. How? You push it. Why? Because that's how buttons work. Keep that going for about a month. And then finally, Darkness returns to the world.
also his house is a birch brick that has basically nothing in it. And for some reason, he made a duplicate that had literally nothing in it but some grass outside the city walls.
He's fucking weird is what he is.
It wasn't anything in it. It was just like birch walls, a birch roof, completely square, no detailing. You go inside, not a door, it's just grass.
I
burnt it down.
play Minecraft, so
Fuck you
I
guys.
have no clue what you guys are even talking about.
It's
You
okay,
don't play
man.
Minecraft? You uncultured swine.
Hey, don't call it swine, just find it too addictive. Although I've actually had a thought to do it, but
At any rate.
I am a colossal fucking noob when it comes to this game.
Clearly. And now, with that little story and anecdote out of the way, we can get on to our topics for today, of which there are 3.
Yes.
And first of
Before
all,
I die of laughter.
FFD6 recap. We may not have played this week, but we did play last week, but we didn't do Jibber Jabber last week. So, excuse me. So,
Pardon-moi.
last week when we played Final Fantasy D6, the things that happened shortly after encountering Fane Pharaoh, the woman who they discovered was okay. To recap the situation real quick for everyone involved, I don't know how up to speed Crow is, for instance. The party has been mixed up in a conflict between a village known as Dolly and a settlement of Tonberries. Tonberries being a race that very strongly believes in karmic retribution and deliver it quite in excess towards the conventional playable races for a perceived, whether real or not is unknown, heinous crime that was committed against Tonberries as a whole in the distant past. Again, whether or not that crime was actually committed is unknown for sure, but the Tonberries believe it. And so whenever something comes up that demands they seek retribution, that karma demands something bad happen to those who wronged them, if it's against others of the mortal races, it tends to get blown a bit out of proportion. So, this escalated into attacks on the village. The party was, after some snooping around and after helping to convince one of said raids to back off, for the day at least, split up from the blue mages that they were working with, Kelgor and Athena, Athena being a friend of Darkness's character Alistair. So Kelgor and Athena went to the Tonberry village to try and open up a negotiation table, while the rest of the party stayed behind in Dolly to see if they could find some information on why the Tonberries were attacking in the first place, and anyone who might have a lead on who the culprits were behind this, because Tonberries don't attack unless they believe they have been wronged. And eventually this led to them discovering someone they'd met some weeks prior in universe named Fane Pharaoh, an elven engineer woman, who after communicating with her a bit learned that she was reluctantly part of a group of Vinaldi family mercenaries, essentially, the Vinaldi family being a big crime organization that had been hired by Devia Corp, the same outlawed science organization that had created Rocket, to procure animals, various vicious creatures from this region for some new experiment project. So Fane gave the group instructions, because she really doesn't want anyone else innocent to get hurt from all of this. She doesn't even want to be here. She just has no choice because her family's held by the Vinaldi family. Gave the party directions to the central camp of these mercenaries. And after a bit of planning, the party marked where the camp was, and then this is where this last session started, trundled off back to the village of the Tonberries, somewhere way off in the distance. And upon arrival, managed to explain the situation to the local Tonberry chieftain, and was actually able to amass some help in the form of 5 Tonberries, essentially. Or 4 of them, rather. Pearl and his 3 buddies. So, and along with that, while passing back through Dolly, they also enlisted the help of a dragoon lady named Kyra. So they wound up going in to attack this enemy encampment, which was almost like a military base in its construction, with the main party, 2 blue mages, a dragoon, and 4 Tonberries.
And also on the way back, things happened.
Oh, right.
On the way back
Right.
to the
So
camp.
what race are the dragoons? Are they Banga or?
The dragoon was a human.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, in my head, Final Fantasy, they're usually Bangas, which are.
I know what bangas are. They're part of the setting. Anyways, so see here. Okay. So from there, while they were making their way to the encampment, before the attack actually happened, while they were actually passing back through Dolly, Neothil finally got another vision from the mysterious dark woman who she's been having visions of since this campaign started.
He'd been having me roll it constantly the last 2 sessions. Luckily, I never got it until the guy I needed. The first time I rolled it with the guy I needed with us.
Yeah,
So, right then.
because the reason the group had linked up with Blue Mages in the first place was because with any luck, the Blue Mages could help Neothil track down the source of these visions because of, strange creatures and strange magics. It's kind of Blue Mage territory.
Said source also happens to be right where I goddamn started.
Yep. So, the vision came, and through that vision, Neothil was, Tom's character, Neothil, was able to establish contact with the Dark Woman, and after some discussion, learned a few important things. 1. The Dark Woman's name is Panara Blackstorm. 2. Panara Blackstorm apparently knows Neothil by the name Ilaria. Auralia, yeah, I keep getting those mixed up. Auralia.
It's Auralia.
And 3, that Panara wants to see Neothil and is somewhere in a mountain to the south and west of where the party currently is, far to the south and west.
Which happens to be a mountain range, presumably by Olvater, which is where he comes from and where she started her journey.
Indeed. So, yeah. There's all that. And,
Central crisis ongoing.
Yep, so following those revelations, the vision ends, and with a direction for where to go after they're done with these Deviacorp mercs and Finaldi mercs, the party then set back out and went into a over an hour-long battle against the enemy encampment and all of the soldiers contained within, during which Alistair, the group's paladin, almost died.
Yep.
He was
He
knocked.
got punched by a very big man.
Yeah, he was knocked unconscious down to 0 HP, and then the person who did it began to initiate a slow action to kill him. Luckily, he was taken out of range of the attack before it could go off, and so Alistair is still alive.
Head's not popped like a grape.
Yep. The battle was lengthy and intense, but eventually the party came out on top, bruised and scraped up to hell and back, but alive.
And Athena got knocked the fuck out too
Athena got knocked out. But yeah.
She's been evil dead.
But yeah.
No,
So
no
following,
bad.
so amidst the chaos, there were 3 enemies, big noteworthy enemies aside from the fodder. There was a Gulka geomancer named Balrus, who is now dead. There was a human monk named Harris, who is also now dead.
I totally stole a kill from Hades.
Yep, you did do that. And lastly, there was a woman, a scientist woman who was there as the representative of Deviacorp named Jinri Nabat, who fled into some nearby ruins when the fighting broke out, and the dragoon, Kyra, followed her into the ruins. After looting the bodies and the battle wound down outside, the party was making ready to question 2 enemies they had left alive, and then getting ready to follow after Kyra, and that's where we left off. So, let's go left to right. Lumina, what were your thoughts on that session overall?
It was fun. It was difficult.
And it was.
Can we also mention how much of an ass whooping we gave them in the beginning?
Yeah, and that, I mean, you got a surprise round, so you got to attack twice in a row, and with how many characters you had on your team, you did a lot of damage. See, in the context of the system we're using, Final Fantasy D6, if you have a preemptive round of combat, you get to basically take a full round of combat before combat even begins, and in the conventional sense, in the Final Fantasy D6 system, the party always goes first. So with a preemptive round of combat on the party side, they act twice before the enemy gets a chance. So a lot of enemies were taken down like that. It was very efficient. It was a difficult fight, but yeah. Darkness, what about you? Any noteworthy thoughts? Anything you want to comment on? Any observations? Anything I missed?
I now know how everyone feels who gets hit by the One Punch Man. But besides that, it was a fantastic and longest session we've ever had, really.
By a wide margin, yes.
Even though I was out, I did had to laugh. I just got punched the fuck out, and I did like all the interactions in it. And I say this is our most challenging boss we've ever faced yet.
Well, this isn't really the most challenging boss, because I say the most challenging boss would be the Eldritch Abomination. Almost completely wrecked our shit before we all did limit breaks.
True, and it almost killed one of the NPCs, but still, at least none of us didn't get like one hit down.
That's why you don't get close to the big bruiser dude.
Indeed.
Well, I didn't have no choice. He came up to me. Although, thinking back on it, I'm still kind of glad it did move there, because if he wasn't going to go for me, he was probably going to go for our friend, which might not end well for her.
All right.
We wouldn't want your girlfriend going, would we?
And
Not
Tom.
no, I mean, the other character,
Yeah.
the whip lady, who
Kyra.
can go in the air. Kyra, well, it might have been, but I didn't want to say it just in case it was wrong. But yeah, Kyra. Probably might have gone for her. But she just jumped the fuck out and went after the scientist.
Indeed. And Tom, your thoughts overall?
Well, I got answers on shit I've been asking for a while, and it's only continuing to confirm a theory I have. Highly probable, likely one that her name is. Well, that last name is her last name.
Don't forget you made Hades a bit salty because you took his kill.
It's not my fault the one started flying and he couldn't hit it because he's a melee character. Meanwhile, I was a ranged character, so while he was laughing and taunting Hades, I just shot him in the throat and then out through his mouth.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, but if he wanted to kill that guy so badly, he might even try to throw his scythe up there, or
well, he's not using a scythe right now, he's using a
sword. It's one of the two.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, what about our two people here who aren't players in this campaign? Any thoughts?
I don't.
What the fuck is going on?
I really don't have anything to say on this.
I am not that knowledgeable on Final Fantasy or anything, so
I'm
I
not
just know Chocobos and Cloud Strife, and that's about my knowledge.
anything on,
Well, I mean, Chocobos
Fair
are
enough.
ubiquitous across the whole franchise, and Cloud Strife is strictly Final Fantasy VII, so...
me. I just don't know anything really about much of role playing. So.
Have you even heard of Sephiroth? Literally one of the best bad guys ever.
Yes, he's got a sword longer than
Yeah.
himself.
So
Thank you.
Yep,
That
no-
makes sense.
Nadachi. It is
The
Nadachi.
D&D wise, your whole party having an extra turn before combat
shit.
is
Do
just
not get any
sounds awful.
ideas. Out of all the foes I face, I do not want to face Sephiroth. We'd be fucked.
I mean, Crow, it's worth noting we're not using Dungeons and Dragons. We're using a completely different game system. Yeah, we're using
makes sense.
it's Final
Kingdom
Fantasy.
Hearts.
Yeah, it's called Final Fantasy D6. It's a strictly D6 system. No 20s here.
Except for
Okay.
it was a D12 actually. I remember, not a 20.
Just saying, Darkness. I've faced Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts. I know he's terrifying.
Indeed.
And a badass.
Oh, yes. Well then, that pretty much wraps up the FFD6 recap. So, next up, we need to discuss the two most recent episodes of MLP, the Summer Sun Setback and She Talks to Angel. Let's go through these one at a
I haven't
time.
seen either of those.
Well, I mean, tough shit for you.
I've seen the Summer Setback. I didn't see Talks to Angel.
I was just trying to catch up.
Well, I've seen both of them at this point, so...
So,
Yeah.
if you care
same
about
here.
spoilers, the parts you don't want to hear, and then we'll just poke you when you're ready.
I think I'm ahead on everybody on spoilers, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
I noticed. Be careful of that.
And that was all by accident, so.
Indeed. So, now then, let's see here. Right. Okay. What we have is, for the Summer Sun Setback, I actually really liked it. I liked both these episodes, but one at a time. The Summer Sun Setback, I mean, if I only had to pick one tiny problem I had with it, is that I felt like the character growth for Twilight while it's great to see that level of character growth where she goes from panicking at the smallest inconvenience to being calm, level-headed, and far more efficient in her organization, it feels like it came a bit abruptly. Not early, but abruptly. It's like for the last 9 seasons, her neuroses have been pretty much static. And then all of a sudden, they get turned off for this episode. It's like, wait, what? I mean, I get it. Character development, character growth. It just felt like it was a bit sudden. But it's a minor nitpick, all things considered. The rest of the episode was great. I loved it. Especially since we got to see our bad guys doing shit again.
Yeah.
I am proud of my twiggles. You will not take that from me.
I mean, fair enough. But, so yeah, overall, Summer Sun Setback, a lot of fun, and it was definitely a very sweet gesture of Twilight to rename the Summer Sun celebration to the Festival of the Two Sisters. For once they're gone. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
To know that Shining Armor's countermeasures actually did something, albeit briefly.
Yep. It deterred them. They had to get creative in how to break in.
This castle actually has defenses now? What?
I mean, it did before. They were just gravely minimal and outdated because they hadn't faced threats in such a long time. They didn't need any.
Yeah. So she thought she could walk in, and then nope.
Oh.
We have to get creative with this one.
Cause a distraction. Here. And then there
I
is...
swear that Chrysalis is the brains of that little group.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense. She's the.
Sounds like it.
I mean, it makes sense. She's the infiltrator, the manipulator, the stealthy one.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the T-Rex just the kind of the hulking tank who hits things, and then Cozy. She can manipulate people very well, but she's a child who can't really hold on.
Basically, a bratty little bitch.
She's the one they send in if they need to interact with ponies in a direct fashion because she can actually do that without drawing attention.
She's the Darla Dimples of the pony universe.
Thank you.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, you
It's
missed it
part of
out.
Cats
Looney
Don't
Tunes.
Dance. It's
One
part of
at
Cats
a
Don't
time.
Dance.
I don't know what that is.
It's
It's
a
quite
movie.
amusing.
Okay.
My favorite, the only thing that can be out topping her is Max, her butler / bodyguard. He's a big fucker that puts Batman to shame with his exits.
Fascinating. So yeah, let's go left to right here. Lumina, your thoughts on the episode?
It was interesting. It's different seeing Twilight not freak out for once.
It was jarring.
She got close at one point, but she managed to use kids.
I guess she took the chill pill.
All right.
Had enough coffee.
Yeah, she just shoved an ice cube up her butt. That worked.
I also liked how they directly
Oh.
referenced how she freaked out literally in the prior episodes. Like, I'm calm, except for the occasional trivia thing.
Yeah. That's here. Darkness.
Hmm?
You've seen it, right?
No, sorry.
Paladin?
Nope.
Tom.
Only the.
I said I am proud of my twiggles. It's good to see the villains going out doing stuff and setting up for the finale, which is coming soon.
Yep.
And
Well, it was nice seeing the last Summer Sun celebration and Celestia and Luna, and then Discord as well, wasn't it?
And Crow.
I liked it a bit. I also noticed how they commented on how easy it was to get the tribes against each other, kind of thing.
Well, we saw in the trailer there was Wendigo, so it's clearly saying that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is there some
let's see
epic
what-
pony war in the distant future or something?
No,
Hmm.
no, not happening.
Some epic civil war because Chrysalis and the others stirred up racism.
Oh, jeez.
Honestly, they said how easy it was to turn on each other, but it was only the one unicorn, slightly snotty performance team. Like the others didn't turn on anyone. It was just the Pegasi were having a panic because the weather was out of control, and the other ponies were. I thought they were poisoned when they just had some of their magic siphoned by Tyrek, so not enough to get rid of their cutie marks.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's how easy it is to turn the risk against each other. That's how easy unicorns can become supremacists.
Sure was a naysayer.
fuck you.
I think he learned his lesson, Nasa.
All right. And on to She Talks to Angel. I also liked this one. There were a few moments where I like found myself cringing with like secondhand embarrassment. But it was a lot of fun, this one. Largely because just finally getting to hear what Angel has been thinking.
He's the prick.
Yeah, for those of you who don't care about spoilers, what basically winds up happening is through the potion Zakura provided, Fluttershy and Angel temporarily switch bodies because Angel was an impatient dick and refused to wait until they were back home to take it. So their bodies got flipped for seemingly the day, resulting in Fluttershy panically hopping back to Zakura's hut to try and find a reverse because she thought this was the wrong potion, while Angel traipsed about in Fluttershy's body, talking nonstop and being exceedingly lazy about Fluttershy's tasks at the animal shelter.
And then getting a baby elephant almost eaten by a snake.
Not almost, it was eaten. It was inside.
Well, I mean, it wasn't digested. Like, it was just consumed, and then they got it out before the digestion happened.
So, does anyone know how to get the keys out of the elephant that's inside the snake? Because the elephant had accidentally inhaled keys that they needed to get into a cupboard where there was carrot extract that they needed to use to make Fluttershy better.
Angel inside Murphy was like, "Oh, we probably won't need
Holy shit!
It was a lot of fun, and easily the best part, I think, was one of the things Angel said while capitalizing on the fact that he was in Fluttershy's body to mock her relentlessly. See how shy I am? I can talk to animals. I want to marry Discord. Just that little nod, and I imagine if anyone knows whether or not Fluttershy actually has that degree of interest in him, it would be Angel, because Angel is around Fluttershy more than literally anyone else, and Fluttershy's the only one Angel can speak with. So I imagine Fluttershy's probably confided some shit in him that she wouldn't confide in anyone else, because she knows he can't repeat her secrets. So if she wants to marry Discord for whatever reason, she can tell that to Angel, and he can't tell anyone.
We'll find out whether this is just Angel's bluster or true, probably in the epilogue episode, if anything.
Indeed.
I mean, if they were going to wrap all these little things up and just do things they wouldn't normally do in a season, just the last fucking episode, because who the fuck's going to write in and complain about it?
Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so overall, a lot of fun, very funny episode, a lot of snark and banter, good to see Fluttershy working with her sanctuary again. Lumina, your thoughts?
Angel and Fluttershy's body made a baby cry.
That it did. That it did.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby bumper, rubber baby bumper. And Tom.
I said my piece about the episode. I will talk about it.
Oh.
All I can say is
Like it.
keys in an elephant and an elephant in a snake. Still better than the human centipede.
I didn't enjoy it as much as as much
Not
as the
that
last
kind of inside.
It did initially bother me that Fluttershy was feeding them food that really probably won't be well digested because they're carnivores. But then
Yeah, and if they don't have meat, it'll kill them eventually.
yeah, but we've also seen her feeding them like fish and stuff in previous episodes. Probably just a lesson: don't eat the other animals in the sanctuary.
Yeah. We'll bring you stuff from outside the sanctuary, just don't eat the shit that's in it.
The
These are-
Suki instead,
yeah,
we have
the-
that on hand.
Yeah, these are your neighbors as long as you're here. Treat them as such.
Yeah, and then Angel trying to torture a wolf by feeding it carrots.
I just realised there's an old freaking red animatronic toy dragon on top of my nan's fridge. This is just fucking looking at me. Really
They're about
angry
to get
stare.
FNAF'd.
Revenge is a dish best served orange.
I'm still gonna tell it. It can give me all the evil looks I want.
I was talking about Angel torturing the wolf with the carrot.
Oh, bloody hell. That rabbit tortured a wolf?
By forcing him to eat nothing but carrot.
Poor Wolfie.
I mean, to be fair, the wolf did try to eat Angel earlier, but also to be fair, that was after Angel fucked with him, so...
Yeah,
It's
oh
a
good,
natural
it's,
order of life.
It's off your natural
A life
predator.
for a life.
Next week is an episode called Dragon Stop, so it must be Spike 1.
and a random picture that Paladin just freaking brought
It's,
up. Okay.
Rarity
Apparently-
worries she's done something to upset Spike when he stops making time for her. So it's probably addressing the whole Rarity Spike thing.
All right. Well, as things stand, we've hit about the 30-minute mark. We are out of stuff to say about the new MLP episode, so we are going on now to yet more adventures of Crimson the Dragon. Darkness, take it away.
The slightly
Very
crazy,
well.
spontaneous party member dragon.
Yes. After evil Crimson was defeated, they managed to went back to the normal world after that weird moment in Crimson's head. Crimson's now being silent and doesn't want to say anything. Dawn realized he could have actually died in there, which he's pissed at the wizard,
Not
and
mentioning
even
it.
just looking at him angrily.
Said something shit.
Mm. And all the wizard could reply with, "Forgive my old age."
Can I bury my
He's very
axe in your
forgetful.
old age?
Because he's very forgetful, apparently, ever since
Yeah,
he...
yeah, I get it, I get it.
Yep. Oh boy. I hate him as a frickin' master. If I was learning magic. Oh, by the way, if you use that spell, it might combust on you. Wait, what? Like that. Ow!
My arm? Why is my arm in another plane of existence? Meanwhile, over in Mechanus, a square robot thing is just trundling along, and all of a sudden, that's an arm. Why is there an arm here? It does not belong here. And then it picks up the arm and disposes of it because it doesn't work in Mechanus.
Yeah.
Mechanus is a world where everything has to be perfect. There cannot be a single thing out of place. If it's even remotely different or out of place, doesn't follow the rules of the system, it is to be expunged.
Yep.
That is
But
the
any-
world of nothing but of law for you.
Yep. But anywho, after that moment, they started to set off. And Crimson noticed Mirren just giving him a stare. I will tell everyone about my story when the moment is right. You don't have to keep reminding me, Mirren. Well, it's always good to share. And sometimes you should keep secrets. Not if we're meant to work as a team. So where are we going now? Where do you think? Could we not go back to the town? Sorry, but we're going back. Why? We could just send them a letter saying we're done the mission or something. That's not how it works.
You can't get money doing that.
You want more gold, don't you not? That barkeep better be gone. Oh no, he's there at least a week. More. I shut up now. I will just have to tolerate him. And they went to collect the reward and report that they managed to save one person. Which, even though they saved this person from the castle, they did not recognize her. They don't know who she is or where she's from, but I suppose they congratulate them anyway. As they were about to do their own little thing, and they expect this random person they saved to walk off and never be heard of again, she decides to follow them in silent.
Ooh.
What is it doing? It's following us. Why is it following us? I don't know. Listen, stranger. Shoo, you've been saved. Now get lost. Crimson, that's not professional. I'm just being blunt. I don't need to be professional for that. And no reply, just standing there and staring. One along. You're free. Be gone. And still standing there, no response. Is she a mute? I handle this. Listen, here's some gold. Just go. I'm giving you gold. Don't you want it? She's not going and she doesn't want the gold. She could come with us. No, this party's big enough. Is Crimson getting jealous? Aston, I will eat you. Shut up. Not if Macy has anything to say about it. You thinking of hitting me with that mace, and I will hit you with it. And you won't want to know where I would hit. Oh, but how? You have no hands. You'd be surprised. Okay. So we're going to take this mute with us. Mm-hmm. Hey, you get to bring the goblins. They stay in the forest. And on cue, Wolfie was also there. Yeah. What's that thing doing here? Hey, there's a note on it. What does it say? Wolfie wants to see the big city. Could you look after him? Seriously? Well, I'm not babysitting him. All right, then we leave you with the mute. I take the wolf. Okay, then. Come on, we're going to take you somewhere. Crimson, I don't know why you're being so mean to her. Mean? She keeps staring at me. I don't like it. Well, maybe because she just faced our complete, utter horror, and she's still in shock. And why is she looking at me for, then? I'm not exactly cute. Don't you dare say I'm cute. I'm just saying, you do have a bit of a cuteness to you now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. I know what to cheer you up. How about we go to my local bar? How would that cheer me up? Don't worry, my barkeep won't be there. He'd be busy at the docks. Let's have a drink or something. No. Just one? I felt violently ill. How about a non-alcoholic drink? They do the best here. Fine. It better be non-alcoholic. It will be. Good, because I will drown you in it. If it is. Are you sure she's good? Good enough. As they got to the bar, it was a shit show. It appears they had some unwelcome guests there. Oh, wonderful. This should be fun. I was hoping to have a break. Okay, which arsehole do I get? You can't just kill the person. Why not? It's in the city, but they're being evil, doing nasty things. Actually, about that, these are the local guards. Say what? Yeah, they're a bit strict here. Oh, that is some bullshit. So is the law. The law. So these guys can just do whatever they want and take whatever they want. Pretty much, yeah. What kind of fucked up city is this? Maybe the one you don't fuck with? Crimson, what are you doing? Crimson, no. Oh, shit.
I like how I don't even need a visual to have a visual of what's going on based on what you're saying. What is she doing?
She was walking straight up to them.
Oh.
Crimson, no, stand down. I ain't your fucking pet, Mirren. No. Crimson, there's no need for this.
Bad girl, bad. And of course she's a giant red dragon, so that's going to draw some attention wherever they go, so...
If you wouldn't mind, could you put that down? Listen, miss, if you don't goodbye to our war...
That's a red dragon. Go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong. That's how they react, isn't it?
Sir, not now. I'm dealing with the barkeep. But sir, I swear it. Holy fuck, that's the word dragon. If you want to fight, we can take this outside. What does it want? It wants us to put the stuff down, sir. What were you waiting for? Put it down. What? Put the fucking stuff down and go.
That's great. Smart man. Smart man. That is how you handle that situation.
Which at this point, Crimson was confused because she was getting herself hyped up for a fight and they're just cowering in fear.
Well, she's a red dragon. What was she expecting? She should be basking in their terror as a sign of the ultimate respect to her destructive prowess. Their recognition that she is superior.
Yeah, she is like that, except for one disappointing thing. These were armored guards with very advanced armor and weapons, and she was hoping for a good fight to let off some anger. We don't want trouble. We're just gonna go. So if you don't mind, we're just gonna walk out that door, and you'll never see us again. And the rest of you, good luck with your lives. Did that just seriously happen? Well done, Crimson. You can resolve violence. You can resolve situations without violence. Well, that's disappointing.
But I wanted to.
Crimson, you already fought yourself, so why do you need to fight someone else? I need to fight something that's not me.
I mean, fair enough.
I'm just glad that evil bitch is gone, or she'd be cackling like an insane dragon at the back of my head. Good to know. Huh? Oh, thank you so kindly. You just scared off those nasty brutes. What can I get you? It's on the house. Ah, free alcohol. My favorite.
My favorite kind.
I have your strongest. Of course. And you? Just a normal ale. Okay. And what about you, great hero mistress? Ease up on the hero thing. She's not much of a fan of such heroic titles. Oh, whoops. Forgive me. Don't touch. Don't torch anything. Or eat anyone.
Please.
I suppose. Good. You mean suppose that? Yes, I suppose I won't. Oh, phew. Okay. What can I get you, miss? A non-alcoholic drink with flavor. You got anything like that? We got the best kind.
Juice.
Give me a moment. I just need to look at the back here. I really hope they got the good stuff. Actually, now think about it. I'll put me down for one too. I have what she's having. Okay, sir. Am I on it? You should join us, Mirren. What is it? Don't worry. It's nothing too strong, and I think you're going to enjoy it. This is a special drink you can only find here. Screw it. I have a try. What about you, Crimson? As long as I can stomach it and doesn't give me headaches. Okay. Here you go. It's on the house. As I said before. Yes, you did. Would you stop criveling? As entertaining as it is, I don't want you to accidentally spill that on me. Very wise indeed. What's wrong? Don't turn your nose up on it. It smells fruity. So, I don't do fruit. I do meat. Come on, it's just a frickin' drink. Try it. That's the good stuff. Come on, don't tell me you're scared of a little drink. How many times do I tell you I fear nothing? Then sip it. I do better. I gulp it. There, are you satisfied, you?
I love the relationship this dwarf and dragon have, especially since they hated each other so damn much at the beginning, but now they're like drinking buddies almost.
Yep. You what? You just paused. Crimson? Mirren, I think I broke Crimson. Oh, for goodness sake, no.
We just got her back!
How did you break her? She just got the drink down. And she's now just staring at me. And her left eye is twitching. I don't like it. I think she's thinking of eating me. If I die, take me to my burial place and let my kin know that I died a heroic dwarf and not by a simple mistake. I don't want my kin to shame me. I do the best I can, buddy. Crimson, snap out of it. You okay? You. I think she's coming back slowly. You what? Stop keeping me in suspense. You're scaring me. Pleasant as a man. What? Was that a compliment or an insult? I blacked out there. I think she complimented you. Crimson, are you okay? Oh, I'm perfect. I'm perfectly fine. Perfectly fine indeed, Mirren. You're not acting yourself.
Do fruity drinks just make her staggeringly drunk?
Do you have another? Yeah, but it was one on the house. I'm sure you can just let me off another. Please? Did she just say please? Did you be polite about it? I suppose I could whip you up another. Darwin, what the fuck is in that drink? Don't ask me, ask the barkeep. After you serve Crimson, what's in that drink? Here you go, miss. Is it on the house? Yes. Good. So what's in that drink? It's nothing really. It's just a combination of different fruits like kiwi, strawberry, or orange, even pear, dragon fruit. Wait, what was that? Apple. Wait, hang on. What was that one? The one you said before the apple. Oh, dragon fruit. Why you asked? There's a fruit called dragon fruit. Yeah, we're the only ones that grow it around here. Why is it called that? It looks almost like it's like a combination of a dragon egg and dragon scales, really. You look at it, it looks like it has dragon scales. When you cut it open, it's all different magnitudes of colors. It depends on which ones you get. But the best ones are the purple ones. If they're the purple inside, they're the sweetest and nicest. Right. Why? Because I don't know how, but I think that somehow just made Crimson very pleasant.
She's high! She's high! Oh god, she is high! She is stoned!
Crimson, what do you see? Look at me, what do you see? I see a happy little chappy. Yeah, she's not white.
A happy little chappy? Oh god.
For fuck's sake, we just fixed her, now we broke her. I don't think we're ever gonna let you have dragon fruit again. Hey, you lot. About time we catched up with you. What's going on in here? What's with Crimson? Why she got a goofy smile on her face? Oh, it's my favorite piss taker. Set any buildings on fire for shits and giggles? Not yet. Good for you, you're learning. Mirror, dragon fruit. It's just dragon fruit.
He's high.
Crimson, if you understand the term, are you high? Only high on life.
Yep, she's high. That is a very high dragon.
Hey, Mira, I
Always
just
beware
noticed.
when you run into a high dragon.
Hey, Mira, I just realized something. What? You have a very pointy sword, but you never hardly use it properly. Why is that? What? You don't impale people or slash people or whatever you do with swords. Why? Mira doesn't like the sign of blood. Oh. Then why are you trying to be a hero? I was hoping it'd be less bloody, to be honest. But since you're in a pleasant mood, is there something you'd like to tell us? No. You know, something important, something that you might want to share with all of us. At this point in time, I can't really focus on what you're trying to make me say. Great. Well, Mr. Barkeep, thank you. I have a name. Oh. Sorry.
Our dragon.
Oh, sorry, but I'm just freaking out with the dragon. What is your name? Everyone calls me Boris. Oh. Nice to meet you, Boris, and thanks for getting Crimson high. We gotta go before she causes a scene. Can I have a... No, you cannot have another. It's just one more. No. Are you even gonna finish yours? Just no.
No.
Get out the door.
This is brilliant. I love it. Dragon party member, best thing.
They found an inn, which somehow, even though the Crimson was not allowed to go in this inn, she managed to persuade them through a happy little high moment.
Let her have, like, just to let her pay for space out back or something.
This is the finest establishment I've ever seen. Would you please let me sleep in it, for I may never get the chance again. Wow. I never had anyone praise my place before. Sure. You seem nice enough. Would you like the best room in the house? It's the most biggest. That would be lovely.
Oh, that's grammar right there.
I like this dragon. Trust me, when she's back to her normal self, you won't.
She's just high right now.
So they all went to sleep and went to sleep for the night. But unfortunately, Mirren was unable to get away from Crimson. He had to escort her to the room, and she constantly got a hold of him and helped him out throughout the rest of the night. And he's just like...
Spooned by a dragon.
And now he's just like, help, anyone? I got a high dragon on me. She won't let go. Assholes. And I think that's all we have time for.
I mean, we've got another 6 minutes before we're at an hour. So.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, we started recording a little late, so we got we're going a little past what the clock normally would be.
So, the next morning came, And when they did, Mirren slowly opened his eyes, and he realized he was still next to Crimson, and yeah, it wasn't a dream.
Oh boy.
Which he tried to carefully slip out while her grip was loose. But then he felt the bed even move.
Oh, God.
Mirren? What the fuck am I doing in this room? And why are you currently next to me? Interesting story, Doran. Could you back me up of how to explain to Crimson? Doran, and he's still asleep.
Oh, no.
I don't think the dwarf is coming. Could you please explain? You drank the. What's the last thing you remember? I gulped down the drink, and I was bound to insult you. And then... your mind went to a blank? No. Wait a minute. No, that can't be my memories. No. Mirren? Was I overbearingly pleasant? And at this point, Mirren just fucking ran out the door.
Bye! He pulled at Alistair, who went facing an Eldritch Abomination. You're on your own!
Mirren! I see that pleasant dragons awake. One!
Run! Run!
Why must I run when... Holy shit! He just got bulldozed out of the way.
Chased by an angry dragon. Oh boy.
So, Crimson was chasing Mirren all the way around town. Mirren, you best hope your legs don't fail or your life will. Ah! Sorry. Hey, no running in the street. Actually, go ahead.
This is great. I love this. Like a fucking anime with the comedy and the dark tones. It's like I would love to see some of this shit with Crimson animated. Can I just point that out right now?
Someone's definitely got to animate this because this is just comedy gold.
If someone wants to do like an animatic, I would be forever in their debt.
And I will commend them. He managed to go around the corner, and Crimson was looking about angrily and started the one in the other direction. Mirren had a sigh of relief and started to walk off until a shadow just went past.
Did you find him?
And then he was immediately lifted off the fucking ground as Crimson just picked him up. Did you really think you can get away from me? Crimson, it was not my fault. All right. Dawn was the one who convinced you to drink it, but you... Why did you not compel yourself to stop me from hugging me? Don't drop me. I'm tempting to drop you.
I am very tempted. You got a minute left, by the way.
Yeah. Look, Crimson, I swear, I'm sorry, but we could talk about this. Just if you could just put me down on the ground, I swear I'll make it up to you. I would do anything to make it up to you, as long as it's nothing bad. Oh, you can make it up to me. You can? Scream for me. Wait, what? And she dropped him. Fuck! Which he's expecting this could be the end of his life, but she chose a specific target where he lands. He landed right into a giant, huge pile of freaking horse manure.
Oh. Yes.
Now we are even. I think I swallowed some.
Oh, and on that gruesomely grotesque and horrifying note, it is time for us to end. So, holy shit. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning into this episode of Jibber Jabber. We'll see you next week. Keep listening, people. Bye.
Sarah.
Bye, everyone.
Dragon Cuddles!